Welcome to this video. Have you ever wondered if the person you think you are might be holding you back? It's a challenging question, but one that could change your life. We often believe we know who we are, but what if that very belief is the thing stopping us from becoming who we could be? This video will explore why abandoning your identity might be the key to true freedom. Let's start by looking at the illusion of identity. From a young age, we start creating an image of ourselves. We pick up ideas from our parents, friends, teachers, and experiences. We decide we're shy or outgoing, good at math or terrible at sports. We build a story about who we are, and over time, this story becomes our identity. But here's the thing. This identity isn't as solid as we think it is. It's more like a costume we've worn for so long that we've forgotten it's not our real skin. Why do we hold on to these ideas about ourselves so tightly? Well, our identity gives us a sense of stability in a chaotic world. It helps us make sense of our experiences and gives us a framework for making decisions. But this comfort comes at a cost. When we rigidly define ourselves, we close off possibilities. We limit what we think we can do, who we can become, and how we can grow. The weight of labels is another crucial aspect to consider. Society loves to put people in boxes. We're given labels based on our job, our relationships, our interests, and countless other factors. These labels can be useful shortcuts for understanding each other, but they can also become prisons. When we fully buy into these labels, we start to believe that's all we are. A teacher might struggle to see themselves as anything but a teacher. A parent might lose sight of their individual identity outside of their role as a mom or dad. These labels, while part of us, don't define our entire being. Now let's talk about the freedom of letting go. What does it mean to release our fixed ideas about ourselves? It doesn't mean erasing our past or denying our experiences. Instead, it's about recognizing that we are more than any label or identity we've adopted. It's about understanding that we have the power to change, grow, and become something new at any moment. When we let go of our rigid self-concept, we open up a world of potential. Suddenly, we're not bound by what we've always thought we could or couldn't do. We can try new things without the fear of failing, because failure doesn't threaten our core identity. We can explore new interests, develop new skills, and connect with people we might have previously thought were not our type. Of course, the idea of abandoning our identity can be scary. We're used to knowing who we are, or at least thinking we do. The unknown can be frightening. What if we let go of our identity and don't know who we are anymore? This fear is natural, but it's important to remember that our true self isn't something that can be lost. By letting go of our fixed ideas about ourselves, we're not losing our identity, we're freeing ourselves to discover our authentic self. To move forward despite this fear, we need to cultivate curiosity and courage. Curiosity about who we might be beyond our current self-concept, and courage to explore that unknown territory. It's helpful to start small. Try doing something you've always told yourself you're not good at. Notice the thoughts that come up, the resistance you might feel. Then do it anyway. Over time, you'll start to see that you're capable of much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. Rediscovering authenticity is a key part of this process. When we let go of our fixed identity, we create space to connect with our true essence. This isn't about finding some hidden, perfect version of ourselves. It's about peeling back the layers of shoulders and expectations we've accumulated over the years. It's about listening to our inner voice, our genuine desires and values, rather than always following the script we think we're supposed to. Moving beyond societal expectations is a crucial step in this journey. Society has a lot of ideas about how we should live, what success looks like, and who we should be. But these expectations often don't align with our true selves. By questioning these expectations and choosing our own path, we can live more authentic, fulfilling lives. The power of flexibility is another important concept to grasp. When we have a fluid self-concept, we're better equipped to handle life's challenges and changes. Think about how much easier it would be to navigate a career change if you didn't rigidly identify with your current job title, or how much more gracefully you could handle relationship changes if your entire identity wasn't wrapped up in being someone's partner. This flexibility allows us to adapt and grow. Instead of resisting change because it doesn't fit with who we think we are, we can welcome it as an opportunity for growth. We can try on new roles, explore new interests, and evolve our perspectives without feeling like we're betraying our core self. Breaking free from past limitations is a crucial part of this process. We all have self-imposed restrictions, beliefs about what we can and can't do that often stem from past experiences or things we've been told. Maybe you believe you're not creative because an art teacher criticized your work in school, or perhaps you think you're bad with money because you made some financial mistakes in your youth. To overcome these ingrained beliefs, we need to first identify them. Pay attention to the thoughts that come up when you consider trying something new or making a change. Are there recurring themes or ideas that hold you back? Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, you can start to challenge them. Look for evidence that contradicts these beliefs. Seek out examples of people who've overcome similar limitations. Gradually, you can start to rewrite these old stories and expand your sense of what's possible. Exploring new possibilities is one of the most exciting aspects of abandoning a fixed identity. When you're not constrained by a rigid idea of who you are, you're free to try on different roles and perspectives. You might discover talents you never knew you had, or find joy in activities you previously dismissed as not for you. This exploration isn't about completely reinventing yourself every day. It's about being open to new experiences and allowing yourself to grow and change. You might find that you love public speaking, even though you've always thought of yourself as shy. Or you might discover a passion for painting, despite having always claimed you're not artistic. The key is to approach life with an open mind and a willingness to surprise yourself. Living in the present becomes easier when we're not bound by past identities. Often we carry around outdated versions of ourselves, making decisions based on who we were years ago rather than who we are now. By letting go of these old identities, we can engage more fully with each moment. This present-focused living allows us to respond to situations based on what's actually happening, rather than on our preconceived notions of how we should act. It allows us to be more spontaneous, more authentic, and more in tune with our current needs and desires. Connecting with others is another area that can greatly improve when we release our fixed identity. When we're not so wrapped up in maintaining a certain image of ourselves, we can be more genuine in our interactions. We can listen more openly, without constantly filtering everything through the lens of our self-image. Moreover, when we let go of our own labels, we become better at seeing beyond labels in others. We can connect with people we might have previously thought were too different from us. We can appreciate the complexity and potential in others, just as we're learning to see it in ourselves. It's important to understand that this is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. We don't just decide one day to abandon our identity and then we're done. It's a lifelong practice of questioning our assumptions about ourselves, staying open to new possibilities, and continually rediscovering who we are in each moment. There are many tools that can help with this continual self-discovery. Mindfulness practices can help us observe our thoughts and behaviors without judgment, allowing us to see more clearly the ways we limit ourselves. Journaling can be a powerful way to explore our inner world and track our growth over time. Trying new activities, traveling to new places, or engaging with different cultures can all help broaden our perspective and challenge our existing self-concept. Therapy or coaching can also be valuable resources in this journey. A skilled professional can help us uncover blind spots, work through fears, and develop strategies for growth. They can provide support and guidance as we navigate the sometimes uncomfortable process of letting go of old identities. Reading about others who have gone through similar journeys can also be inspiring and instructive. Look for memoirs, biographies, or personal development books that resonate with you. Remember, though, that your journey is unique. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. We've explored how our identity, while comforting, can often limit us. We've looked at the weight of labels and how they can become prisons if we're not careful. We've discussed the freedom that comes from letting go of fixed ideas about ourselves and how this can open up new possibilities in our lives. We've acknowledged the fear that can come with abandoning our familiar identity and talked about ways to move through that fear. We've explored the importance of rediscovering our authenticity and moving beyond societal expectations. We've highlighted the power of flexibility and how it can help us navigate life's changes more easily. We've talked about breaking free from past limitations and the excitement of exploring new possibilities. We've discussed how living in the present becomes easier when we're not bound by old identities, and how this can improve our connections with others. Finally, we've emphasized that this is an ongoing process, one that requires continual effort and self-reflection. Abandoning your fixed identity doesn't mean losing yourself. It means freeing yourself to discover who you truly are and who you can become. It's about expanding your sense of self, not erasing it. It's about living with more flexibility, authenticity, and openness to life's possibilities. This journey isn't always easy. There will be times when you feel lost or unsure. That's normal, and it's okay. The discomfort is often a sign that you're growing, pushing beyond your old limitations. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories, and remember that every step you take towards letting go of your fixed identity is a step towards greater freedom and fulfillment. As you move forward from this video, I encourage you to start paying attention to the ways you define yourself. Notice the labels you use, the stories you tell about who you are. Then gently start to question them. Are they still true? Are they serving you? What might be possible if you let them go? Start small, try something new. Say yes to an opportunity you would usually decline because it isn't you. Notice how it feels. You don't have to make drastic changes overnight. This is a gradual process of expanding your sense of self and your possibilities. You are not abandoning who you are. You are freeing yourself to become all that you can be. You are not your labels, your past, or your fixed ideas about yourself. You are a constantly evolving, growing being with infinite potential. So I invite you to take the first step. Challenge one belief about yourself today. Try one new thing. Open yourself to one new possibility and see where it leads you. The journey of abandoning your fixed identity and discovering true freedom is uniquely yours. Embrace the adventure that awaits you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has given you some food for thought and inspiration for your own journey of self-discovery and growth. Remember the power to change, to grow, to become more than you've ever been before. It's all within you. You just need to be willing to let go of who you think you are to discover who you truly can be.